Have you ever remembered something so vividly that you're almost certain it happened, only to find out that reality says otherwise? Like, for example, if you were absolutely sure you had a pet hamster when you were little, but your parents tell you that you never did, you might write it off as a simple lapse in your memory. But what if it's something more? What if it's evidence of a parallel universe colliding with our own? Welcome to Quantum What If. Today we are answering the extraordinary question, could the Mandela Effect be proof of parallel universes? This channel presents extraordinary theories about our universe and the multiverse. If you love science, the unknown, and all things sci-fi, make sure to subscribe for more incredible content. Now let's begin. First, let's start with a bang. How well do you remember the classic children's story about a family of dancing bears? For those of us who grew up in the late 80s and early 90s, the Berenstain Bears probably brings back fond memories of bedtime stories. But now, picture this. You're engrossed in a tale of mischief and life lessons with your very own kids. Suddenly, one of them pipes up. Wait a minute, isn't this supposed to be the Berenstain Bears? And just like that, your vision of the beloved children's series is called into question. Did you misremember years of cherished childhood memories? Or are your kids right? As it turns out, many adults who grew up with the Berenstain Bears vividly remember the name being spelled B-E-R-E-N-S-T-E-I-R-S. But official records show that the series was always published as Berenstain Bears, a seemingly insignificant difference in spelling that nevertheless sparks confusion and debate. Is this just a quirky example of faulty memory? Or could it be a sign of something much bigger at play? The Mandela Effect has been a topic of fascination and debate for many. This strange phenomenon refers to instances where a large group of people share a false collective memory of an event, brand, logo, or even a quote. It's named after the former South African president Nelson Mandela, whom many believed died in prison in the 1980s, despite him actually being released in 1990 and living until 2013. So how can so many people remember something that didn't happen? Some attribute this to the fallibility of human memory, which can be influenced by suggestion, imagination, and the desire to conform. Others believe that the Mandela Effect is evidence of something far more extraordinary, shifting parallel universes. Now, before we jump into the idea of parallel universes, let's consider another intriguing example. The classic arcade game Pac. For many of us, the iconic yellow circle with a huge appetite for dots is a blast from the past. We remember playing it for hours on end, trying to beat our high score and escaping the relentless ghosts. But what if I told you that some people vividly remember the game's main character having a distinct frowning face? This detail, though seemingly insignificant, is a stark contrast to the cheerful and friendly Pac-Man that we all know and love. It's not just a minor variation in design, but a complete reversal of the character's demeanor. Could it be possible that these alternate versions of characters and events are bleeding through to our reality from other parallel universes? Does the Mandela Effect point to a multiverse where realities collide and merge? These questions have led to some wild theories and fascinating discussions among those who believe that Mandela Effect is evidence of parallel universes. According to this view, our universe is just one of many, each with its own unique set of physical laws and possibilities. Sometimes the barriers between these universes are thin, allowing glimpses of alternate realities to bleed through. This means that what seems like a false memory could actually be a real memory of an event that took place in a parallel universe. Imagine a world where gravity works in reverse, where time flows backwards, or where historical events unfolded in a completely different order. In such a universe, the Berenstain Bears might have been known as the Berenstain Bears, and Pac-Man might have had a permanent frown etched on his digital face. Proponents of this theory suggest that the Mandela Effect is evidence of these parallel universes colliding with our own, causing these jarring inconsistencies in our collective memory. But how can we possibly prove or disprove such a mind-bending concept? Some researchers argue that the Mandela Effect is nothing but a trick of the human mind. Our memories are incredibly complex and can be easily influenced by various factors, such as suggestion, imagination, and the desire to conform. It's possible that what we remember as the Berenstain Bears was actually the Berenstain Bears, and our minds simply shifted the spelling over time. Similarly, the Pac-Man with a frown might have been a figment of our collective imagination, shaped by our desire to remember the games we played in a slightly different way than they actually were. So why do we so vividly remember things that seem to be false memories? Researchers have proposed several theories to explain the Mandela Effect. One popular idea is that our memories are malleable and can change over time, influenced by our beliefs, expectations, and interactions with others. In other words, our memories aren't set in stone, but rather shifting landscapes that change as we do. This means that what we remember as the Mandela Effect could be less a sign of parallel universes and more a testament to the fluidity of human memory. However, there are instances of the Mandela Effect that are more difficult to explain away as mere lapses in memory. Take, for example, The case of the classic children's novel, The Giving Tree by Shel Silverstein. For many readers, the story of a selfless tree who gives everything to a boy resonates deeply with the message of unconditional love and sacrifice. But there are some who vividly remember the title being spelled differently. The Giving Tree, despite the book always having been published under its original title. This discrepancy isn't just a matter of misspelling, but a complete difference in how the book's title is remembered. How can we reconcile these discrepancies with the idea of parallel universes? Some believe that the Mandela Effect is evidence of alternate timelines or shifts in the quantum field. According to this view, our universe operates like a vast ocean of possibilities, with each choice and action creating a ripple effect that branches out into countless alternate realities. Sometimes these timelines converge, allowing glimpses of alternate versions of ourselves and our reality to peek through. This means that what we remember as the Mandela Effect could be actual memories of different timelines, where things are just a little bit different. Imagine a timeline where books have different titles, where arcade games have darker themes, and where beloved children's characters have slightly altered appearances. It might sound fantastical, but the idea of parallel universes offers a potential explanation for the Mandela Effect. Each universe is like a separate bubble, containing its own unique set of events and circumstances. When the bubbles overlap, we might catch a glimpse of a different reality, experiencing the Mandela Effect as a result. However, proving the existence of parallel universes is no easy feat. It requires extraordinary evidence that defies the boundaries of conventional science. While the idea is fascinating, it remains firmly in the realm of speculation and theory. There is currently no scientific consensus on whether parallel universes exist, or if they are responsible for the Mandela Effect. What do you think? Is the Mandela Effect evidence of parallel universes, or is there a more down-to-earth explanation? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more incredible content. Thank you for watching.